Alright guys, Magnitudex here, back for another AMA Ask Magnitudex Anything episode. You guys left questions on the previous episode and this is where I'm going to be answering them for you. So let's get started with the very first question. If you could combine AC Revelations with Modern Warfare 3, what would the game's title be? You know what, I sat around for quite a few minutes thinking about this and I really could not come up with anything interesting. So I decided what to do is open up this question to the audience. So along with your question to me, my question to you in this episode is make up a title for Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. If they were to cross together one game together, you know, maybe it'd be Call of the Noobs, you know, Hidden Gun Warfare or whatever, something like that. So I want to hear it from you guys, what you guys think, and let's move on to the next question. Alright, so next question is from Benny B or something like that, and he asks, what is your favorite movie and why, and what's the worst movie you've ever seen and why? So favorite movie, I can't really narrow it down just to one. I do really like The Time Machine, Tron Legacy, and there's one more that I really like that it's escaping right now, but let's not worry about that. But the worst movie ever, honestly, I don't really know like any bad movies. Like, I mean, there's some movies that I just kind of can't sit through and I really just hate watching them, but there's so many of them out there that are honestly I can't just, you know, pick the very worst. I would probably say the worst series that I've seen so far is probably the Final Destination series. It's really gone downhill after the very first movie, and they just keep pumping these out along with those stupid like scary movies. You know, they're funny, but they're so stupid at the end of the day. Alright, so next question coming from Slate245. I did shorten your name just as you requested, and your question was, if you could learn any language in a second, what language would it be? Hands down, it would probably be French, because I honestly think if I knew French, I would get so many girls. Honestly, I'd just be picking up girls every single day because it's the language of love. Every single girl is like enchanted by it, and that's what I'd be learning. Either that or maybe a British accent. I would definitely pass out the opportunity to learn any language just to get a British accent because I think it's amazing. And you do have a bonus question that you wanted me to answer, is how do I stop suffering from the bleeding effect? And I don't know if you're suffering from the bleeding effect in real life. If you are, go see a doctor right now. Don't finish watching this video. Go call your doctor right now and go do that. If you're talking about AC terms, I really don't know when you actually suffer from a bleeding effect other than at the end of Brotherhood. I do believe Desmond was dealing with that, but nonetheless, those are your answers for your questions. Hopefully you leave some more and you keep you know, keep asking those questions. So thank you for those. Alright, another question I got asked is, can you make a top 5 plays of the week? I'm assuming you guys want to see something like Escoblaze is doing on Respawn, and all I'm going to say about this, it's already in the planning stages, so it might take me a little bit of time to get it done, but I do want to make it a little bit different from what Escoblaze is doing, but also make it epic and allow you guys to submit a wider range of clips than just the you know, top 5 plays or the amazing plays. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have it soon. I got a couple things in order running around, you know, as far as getting my directorship program set up, and then this is kind of on the back burner with a couple other projects, so hopefully I'll have that soon, but I am working on it, just so you guys know. Alright, so Itozobro, he's also a AC commentator, so if you guys want to definitely check out his channel and see his videos on there. I do believe he just got an HD PVR, and his question to me is, what do you think AC3 multiplayer is going to be like? Honestly, I think it's going to be exactly the same as Brotherhood and Revelations was. They might add on a few things, they might change a few things, but as far as changing any core mechanics or changing anything as far as the game, I don't really think much is going to happen. You'll probably just see new maps and some old returning maps from Revelations Brotherhood and some new personas and a couple new bonuses. But as far as core mechanics wise, I really don't see them changing anything. I was told maybe they reboot the series completely, much like they haven't really changed the graphics and the gameplay in the single players. So that's your answer to that. So hopefully you enjoy it, and I hope everybody checks out your channel also. Alright, so next question is from Metaxas2010. He is also an AC community director, and he asked me, and he's saying that it's a difficult one here, but if I had to choose between staying with Patricia, who's my girlfriend, if you guys don't know, Sleepy 12, and or never playing video games ever again, or break up now and got loads of money from video games, what would you choose and why? So I talked to my girlfriend about it. She's actually down for the weekend. She's got a little break from school, and I asked her, I'm like, if you know, would you in the future make me stop playing video games? And she's like, no, like, if you want to play video games, you can play video games forever for as long as you want. And then I'm like, okay. So I try to, you know, spin it around on her, and I'm like, can I stay home forever and not work and just play video games? And that's where things got a little bit heated and a little hostile, and she was like, no, you gotta work. We were both working in the future. If you want to play games, that's fine with me, but don't make it your job. And, you know, honestly, I don't think there's really a possibility of making this a career in a sense. You know, there's some people that do make gaming a career, they make commentating a career, but as far as making enough money to kind of support yourself on this kind of gaming, you know, commentary wise on YouTube, you gotta be really, you know, top notch. You gotta pump out content like it's going out of style, and people just gotta love you. And I'm not really there at that point right now. So as far as making money on it, I don't think so. But as far as being with Patricia and still being able to play games, that's definitely, you know, a possibility, and it's definitely going to be going. And I'm going to keep doing this YouTube thing until, you know, my girlfriend gets pissed off enough where I'm, you know, ignoring her every second of the day, and I don't do anything else. So, but that's the answer for you, and hopefully people check out your channel also and your videos on GamersBeverage. And let's move on to the next question. So, Bunny Hallow asks, if Ubisoft decided to let you choose the next setting and timeline for this year's AC, where and when would you take place? So I do believe that the new AC3 is already going to be taking place in kind of modern day, playing as Desmond. I don't know if they're going to be introducing a new, you know, a new ancestor of Desmond's, but if I did have a choice, you know, maybe not for AC3, but maybe for the future ones, I would definitely like to see a futuristic Assassin's Creed. Maybe, you know, in a sense of like something is already locked into your DNA and your genes, and it's, you know, your path is laid out for you. It's almost like fate, like you're almost destined to go through certain situations in life, and then they're able to unlock that through the Animus. So in Desmond's, or maybe whoever the new antagonist, or sorry, not antagonist, but the protagonist or the main character is going to be in Assassin's Creed, maybe, you know, in his genes, they already know the future and they are trying to unlock it and trying to change it. That would be a really interesting thing to me. So futuristic AC, definitely a must. I would definitely like to see that in the future. Alright, so next question is, where should I submit my vids? If you want to submit vids to GamersBeverage, I am working on a brand new director's package, and I didn't really want to release this as quickly as I am doing it right now, but I am also working on a secondary YouTube channel. So you guys know that there are certain restrictions on my GamersBeverage channel that prevent some of the community from submitting videos. Essentially, you know, if you don't have an HD PVR, you're not able to submit anything for GamersBeverage, and I'm trying to change that with my secondary channel. It's going to be a little bit, you know, lower quality requirements, so anybody with like Dazzles, Easy Caps, Roxio game captures, anything below 720p, so 480 or 360, you'd be able to submit there. Just please be patient, and I will have like a thing on my banner that will say, you know, join GamersBeverage, and just click on that. It will take you to the application process. So maybe March or so we'll have that ready, hopefully, and, you know, hopefully I hope it kicks off a new kind of community, and I want to just bring everybody a little bit closer and a little bit tighter. And yes, even though you'll be on the secondary channel, I will still be picking you know, amazing videos, even if they don't have amazing quality, to be featured on GamersBeverage at least once a week or so. So hopefully that answers your question, and let's move on to the next one. Alright, so Denny Delaney asks, if you could bring back anything from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, what would it be? I would bring back the multiplayer. Yep, that's pretty simple. That's all I would really bring back from that game. And maybe the The single player, I really enjoyed the single player in Brotherhood. It was really interesting, and I think I had a lot more fun playing it than I did with Revelations. So that's the two things I would probably bring back from that. If I could really go back a little bit further, I would love to have a game like Assassin's Creed 2. It was just so polished, so amazing, so nicely done. That was my favorite one out of the whole series. Alright, so the last question for this episode is, if you could, or if you had a device that could kill anyone through history, who would you kill? So I think this is more of like that question where someone asks us if you could travel back in time, what would you do? To be honest with you, if I had a device that could kill anyone through history, I probably would not use it, because I really do not think or believe in killing people. Even though, you know, there are probably tons of people in history that have committed unspeakable crimes and, you know, honestly deserve it. But in my heart, I couldn't possibly do it. You know, I'm just not that kind of person. But, you know, if I were able to give the device to someone that could do it, I would hope that they would use it for the right reasons and kill someone that in turn killed thousands and thousands of people. But that's pretty much it for the show, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you check back every Sunday to see if your questions are being answered. And once again, send in your questions to ama@gamersbeverage.com, or leave a comment if you are able to do that. If you want to be anonymous, use the email. I did get 2 emails, and I'll get to those in the next episode. Until later, guys, stay thirsty, and I'm Magnitudex. Peace out.